Hello Taurus, welcome to your Avalon Rituals reading for April 2021. My name is Julia, thank you for tuning in. And this is a reading again with the Lenormand or the Lenormand. And I have a little bit of space here on my left, which is your right, because I want to show you the cards as well that I'm talking about now. So I'd say let's go straight into your reading for April. The Lenormand is a very amazing method to have a look into every area of life. You can see 36 cards, they all represent different aspects, and then also each card can have several meanings, and then depending on the context you read the cards with, you can have, like I've said, basically a look into every area of life. So what I want to do now for you is just see what's really close to you. What are the main topics? So I might not look into every area of life, so I'm not going to do a large 45 minutes reading here, yeah. But I'm going to have a look what are the cards that are surrounding your card and what is connected, and so let's just see how that goes. Your card, no matter if you are a male person or a female watching, is the Lady, and you can see the Lady on the right side, number 29. There is a gentleman, number 28. In this case, the gentleman is left next to the lady. That is your love interest, a partner, a friend. Could be a family member or a colleague. In general, this would say that's the other person you're dealing with in love. So that could most of the time be a partner or an ex-partner. But since this is an in general reading, I will just see what shows up, and let's just see what energies are surrounding this situation, if it is more related to love or work. Also, again, gentlemen, obviously it's a personal card. It doesn't matter if this is a man or if you are dealing with a man or a woman. This is simply the other person for you in April. Having said this, I'm going to start now with your reading, and the first thing I'm going to do is the placement you are in. So you are in the position of the heart. So matters of love and the heart do play a big part in April. It might even be that you are in love, and when I now have a look onto the card of the heart, which is at the top left, I do see the heart in the first position. So the first position is the position of the rider, talking about messages coming in, informations coming in, or maybe even some sort of movement happening, some sort of action being taken. And that's related to love. So there might be a message related to love coming in, or something that I feel with the heart is something, because the heart is the joy card as well, joy and love. So there might be a really nice positive message coming in. And if I now have a look onto the card of the rider, that is in your placement. So the last 8 cards in the middle, you see number 1, the rider, and that's the placement of your position. That's basically your house. So again, we do have a very strong line that there's movement in your love life, maybe a new love coming in, a new phase in love coming in, or it could be messages coming in that are very positive here. If I have a look onto the card of the heart, because I just want to have a little closer look here, because it's also in the first 3 positions, and the first 3 positions, they talk about the headline of the reading. I'm not always, I think, mentioning those 3 cards because I'm more focused on the cards that are in your immediate environment. But in this case, because you are in the house of love and joy, I want to see what's happening here. So movement, something is going to come in, maybe even short trips I feel like are possible. We do have the heart coupled with the stork, and the stork talks about a change, and that change leads then to the public or the garden, and the garden talks about the public or something being announced, or could talk about a meeting as well. So far, this looks all very nice, like something that brings joy, comes into your life. There's a transformation going on. I feel like it's a positive one. Maybe something that is being announced. Maybe there's a meeting or some sort of action being taken in April. Short trips and stuff like that. If I now have, since we were just talking about the heart, and I'm going to come back to your card in a second, but I can mirror the card of the heart, and then it falls down onto the number 11, which is the whip, which talks about conflict, and the whip is also in the house of the ring, which is a partnership. So there might be some sort of conflict in a partnership, which is also related to your love life. Then we mirror it onto the right, and there is something going on related to emotions and emotional stability. I feel there might be a conflict in your love life related to emotional stability, but I do feel like we're gonna get to we're gonna see what's this about in a second when we go deeper into the reading. So okay, the cards around the heart on the top left again, there is the fox, and that is the letter. The letter talks about communication, about deep communication. The fox is a little bit of a tricky situation. So there might be a situation where you need to be clever, related to a change in your love life, where it's important to be, the fox has different meanings, and if you know the Lenormand, you might also know that the fox has a few meanings where you are like, be a little bit mindful, be a bit cautious about the fox energy. The fox is also the energy of cunning. So like I've said, there might be a situation where you want to be really mindful and cautious about your communication when it comes to a change in your love life and your relationship life. Let's see where this is going to. As I've said, I feel like we're going to have a look around the ring as well in a second. In general, it feels like something positive is going to come in and a positive change coming in. I want to now have a look around the cards, because we do see there's a person that is very, very close to you and you're facing each other, which is always a good sign because you're looking at each other, and that's a really good sign. At the moment, there is no card between you, which could indicate some sort of new beginning. There's a freshness here, especially because we have the child next to the person, the man. The child is also in the house of a decision. So I do feel like there might be suddenly a new beginning and a decision that I see here. This other person is in the house of the mice. So there seems to be something related to something that might worry you, or maybe this person is worrying about something which is related to family or to the inner life, because I have the mice in the top row again, in the fourth position, which is the position of the house. The house is in the house of lilies, also a strong indication for that there is something nagging on this person or on you related to this person when it comes, maybe there's a family situation, or maybe something related to your inner life, where we do have a situation here. I do feel like this person has a very strong influence on you. This person is thinking about long-term growth, I would say, or something that is growing now long-term-ish. The person thinks about the tree and the book, which could mean like gaining knowledge, learning something new about life. It might be, like I said, the tree stands for stability. It's something where you really put down the roots. It's the growth energy. It's a beautiful energy. And that in combination with the book could mean that this person wants to grow knowledge at the moment, maybe taking a course or anything, or is gaining knowledge about life in general, or stability, because the tree also stands for life in general. If I now have a look, because that's an interesting thing here as well, we do have a connection from the tree to the ring, because the ring is in the house of the tree. So we do have a long-term commitment or a relationship, a partnership that is now really growing. And that's also something this person thinks about, because we have this connection from the tree to the connection. You are thinking about it might be that you think about creativity, because the flowers can talk about creativity. Could also stand for a surprise, for a gift. It could be a flirt, or really appreciating something, someone. And it feels like, if I now tune into the cards that we have on top of your head, the flowers, the moon, and also when I now have a look onto the card or the placement where the moon is falling into, the coffin. So the coffin in relation to emotions can be sadness or grief. And it feels like maybe there is someone in your life, or it's your energy, where you feel sad about something, where there are some emotions that are, let's call it negative, or a sadness or grief, where you might want to cheer someone up. That could be something, making someone a beautiful surprise, a gift. But also it feels strongly to me like appreciating emotions, valuing emotions. Maybe you start now to value your emotions and how you feel more, or like I've said, it could be related to another person here. Interestingly, the both of you have very strong grounding cards below you. You have the anchor, that can stand for stability, for work, and the other person has the bear, which is also a very strong protective energy. It's strength. So I feel like that's something. It almost feels like the both of you have a very good foundation now. Maybe this is a long-term commitment. Yes, there might be some conflict, maybe because of some sort of distance, that there's some sort of conflict, either related to a journey, to traveling, or to a certain amount of distance. But I also feel like this month is going to be about emotional stability, about stability in general. The two of you facing each other, very positive sign. The child next to it, a decision for a new beginning, might be relatively suddenly, and the both of you really grounded energies. Yeah. All right, so what else do I have? There's something you're going to learn about trust, which is related also to something you're going to learn related to family and your inner life. I feel like there is something for you. For the other person, I do also see there is luck, happiness, emotional luck, which might come in quite suddenly. What else do we have? Also the rider, which is in your placement, in your house, falls onto the other person when I do the knighting. So that's the further environment. So again, it seems to be like what I said at the beginning is related to this person here. So two people facing each other, being now grounded, maybe a new beginning. You learn something about trust here, patience, I'm hearing. Yes, the tree is also talking about patience, because it's a slow growing energy. It's not like bam and the tree is up and beautiful. The tree takes a little bit for it to grow. So what I can do now is I do see that trust and loyalty is growing here. Maybe a friendship is growing here with this person. Really beautiful, surprising energy, or a beautiful creative energy growing here as well. What's very interesting is that I do see that there is the house, the bear, and the anchor. So the house can stand for family, a house. The bear can stand for also parenthood. But all cards below you, including the house, are like super stable. So again, I feel like there's a super stable base now. There's some sort of base. Trust is growing. Loyalty is growing. Creativity, valuing emotions, learning something, and a new beginning and a decision. And this person I see here, if I mirror this person is mirrored onto a decision, communicating a decision. And then again, long-term plans, long-term growth here. for you, if I mirror you, you are mirrored onto the flowers. Again, creativity, beauty, beautifying something, but also appreciation and I would say to value something or someone or yourself. And then I do have it mirrored onto the tower. Tower can also stand for independence. You like really being strong, and again, a strong and stable energy. There might be also the energy of every now and then the tower can also stand for a withdrawal, so maybe you need every now and then a little bit time for yourself, coupled especially with the coupled with the energy of the fox could simply mean, like I said, it feels like you're learning something about trust, so trust is growing, but there might be some aspects where you are not trusting, where you need to withdraw, or it could mean that you're not trusting your creativity, which could be something here as well, and then it might be helpful to withdraw as well. In general, the tower talks about becoming independent, and that seems to be a major lesson here, because the cross is in the house of the tower, but then again in the house of the cross I see the coffin, so it feels like some sort of lesson, karma is ending here, and that feels really beautiful. Let me see what else. Oh yes, I do feel like since this other person is so close and so like next to you, I feel like we are in a relationship reading in one way or the other. In this house of the other person we have the birds, so there might be some excitement with the other person, or the other person is excited. It might even be some stress and nervousness. It's a very similar energy. It just depends on how you view a situation. So the energy of excitement and stress and nervousness is very similar, but there is something related to this person. So now I want to have a look around the card of the mice, or let's say the ring, because there is something nagging on the relationship, but also I see the best card of the whole deck next to the ring. So a relationship where there is happiness, and there's happiness and there is luck, maybe not so much visible yet, but it's there. Also, it feels like something, there is a maturing process within this relationship, a sudden new beginning, I feel, movement coming in, and also the matter of either a friendship. Yes, that could be the case. Either this is about a really amazing, beautiful friendship, or it's about trust and loyalty within a relationship. So what's nagging? Let's have a little more look around the mice, so we can just see what is the issue here. Well, there is something related, like I said, to family matters or to the inner life. Also, the lilies are next to the mice as well, and there's a scythe. So there could be some wounding, because a scythe could also mean like hurting yourself. So that could be something. But I do feel like you're gonna, like this, I do feel like this relationship I see here, yes, there might be a little bit of a conflict still, but I also feel like something is really growing, maturing, and like I've said, the best card of the whole deck means also that when there are some cards that you could interpret a little bit more negative, the sun softens the effect. So I'd say things do look literally more stable for you guys now. May it be a friendship, or may it be a love relationship. Also, and especially because there are really, really strong indications below the both of you. Right, Taurus, I hope you resonate with the reading. If so, leave a like or a comment or subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.